This is WENY News.
Happy Friday, everyone. Thanks for clicking on the webcast. I'm Cody Carlson. Here's the latest from WENY News and the Star-Gazette. A federal appeals court won't reinstate President Trump's travel ban. In a unanimous decision, the three-judge panel rejected the government's main arguments. That means that citizens of 7 majority Muslim countries included in the ban will continue to be able to travel to the U.S. The next legal steps are unclear, but most experts expect it to go to the Supreme Court at some point. Within moments of the ruling, the president tweeted, quote, "See you in court. The security of our nation is at stake." Well, Arby's customers, listen up. The company says a data breach may have affected more than 355,000 credit and debit cards. It's the same kind of malware attack behind earlier breaches at Target and Home Depot. The breach occurred between October 25th and January 19th. The malware allows hackers to steal data as the card is swiped at the cash register. Arby's says the malware has since been erased. The company says it only affects company-owned restaurants, not its franchises, and customers should keep a close eye on the credit and debit card statements for unauthorized activity. Well, the city of Ithaca has designated a day to honor a man whose murder 3 decades ago has gone unsolved. Saturday, February 11th, has been declared David Malcolm Day in Ithaca. It's exactly 30 years to the day 26-year-old David Malcolm was stabbed to death. Police found his body in a Red Cross homeless shelter where David worked. The case was closed in 1988 because there wasn't enough evidence to prosecute the suspect. It was reopened in 2015, although no one has been arrested. The proclamation says Malcolm always embraced life with a huge heart, a warm smile, and kindness towards all. Well, if you're feeling chilly this weekend, why not warm up with some chili? Tomorrow is the annual chili cook-off in downtown Ithaca. This is the event's 19th year. More than 30 restaurants will whip up their best meat, vegetarian or vegan dish. There will also be beer and wine, a farmer's market, vendors, and more food. The event runs from 11:30 to 4. Well, don't expect marijuana to be legal in New York anytime soon. According to the Star-Gazette's Albany Bureau, Governor Cuomo says he's not ready to legalize weed in New York. Back in January, we told you Governor Cuomo is looking to decriminalize or lessen the penalties for having a small amount of marijuana. This week, when asked about his stance on completely legalizing it, he told reporters he's unconvinced and has some concerns, including the fact it's considered a gateway drug. In December, Massachusetts and 6 other states voted to legalize marijuana. Well, with our fresh coating of snow, snowmobilers are likely to fire up their engines, but the state has some safety reminders. The New York DEC is urging snowmobilers to wear helmets, stay on designated trails, and make sure the ice is thick enough before sledding out on frozen waters. This comes after 2 men died last weekend when their snowmobiles went through thin ice on an Adirondack lake. And now here's Craig Flint with a look at your forecast. Hey, Craig.
Yeah, you know, Cody, it's a good point. It's really important to make sure you check the integrity of the ice before you venture out on it. You don't want to end up out there in the middle of the lake and then you're in trouble. And temperatures over the weekend are going to be borderline. There will be some melting, I think, over the weekend, but today not the case. It's a blustery, cold day. There will be some snow showers around, especially over the Finger Lakes this morning, and then some new area-wide light snow arrives late in the day with a warm front that comes through. A high temperature of 25. Notice I have 25 indicated for the low temperature tonight, so what gives? Temperature's not going to move tonight. If anything, they'll hold steady or even rise. And there will be some light snow moving through as the warm front lifts through. That's why temperatures will be rising, because we have a warm front coming through. I think generally speaking, 1 to 2 inches for most out of this little bit of light snow that comes through tonight. Forecast then over the northern tier on this Friday. Temperatures in the upper 20s to near 30. So we shift the view. A high of about 25 to 30, we'll call it, for Elmira and Corning, with some scattered snow showers moving through. Again, morning and then again late as the warm front lifts through, and then over the Finger Lakes. This is the area where we still have a little bit of lake effect snow, especially north and east of Ithaca, so like Groton and Dryden, with a little bit of snow this morning. that band that's kind of orienting itself in this fashion here will shrink and head back towards the lake. And then the rest of the day, there should be some intervals of sun. And then new light snow developing late today. So there it is. Actually pretty cool to see this morning, the lake effect snow band. You can actually trace it all the way back to Georgian Bay right there, Lake Huron, and then Lake Superior as the air kind of flows down. If you go on the compass, at about 300 degrees. So that lake effect snow band will eventually become disrupted today as some sun comes out and an area of high pressure builds in that will tend to kind of disrupt this lake effect snow. And then a warm front comes through tonight with new area-wide light snow, about 1 to 2 inches tonight. Saturday, some leftover snow early and then just cloudy, maybe a little bit of drizzle through the day, but a high of 44 on Saturday. Sunday, another messy storm arrives. So notice low temperature Saturday night around 32. That's borderline. And then on Sunday near 40 with rain and or snow. And there's probably even going to be a little bit of sleet and freezing rain in there, transitioning to rain and then changing back to snow Sunday night as the air grows colder. Much of next week living in the 30s with scattered snow on Monday, increasing clouds on Tuesday for Valentine's Day, 38. Light snow around Wednesday, 35, and some scattered snow showers Thursday with a high of 32. Have a good weekend, Cody.
All right, thanks, Craig. And for the latest news, weather, and sports, be sure to watch WENY News at noon, 5:30, 6, and 11. And don't forget to pick up a copy of today's Star Gazette. I'm Cody Carlson. Have a great weekend.